In fact, I know there's a glitch called Ghetto Flight where people use the rabbit boots in a very particular way in order to gain flight without having the spell. It has something to do with like activating a jump at a weird angle into an obstruction you can fly over, like water. Like at the same moment you activate a text box or something. I killed her sister enough. We can now fly over this river. That's a mimic. Mimics are worth a lot of money, by the way. If you want a lot of money, there's a mimic in the waterfall cave very early in the game. We have the Psycho Shield, which is what I want. Excellent. Best shield in the game. But there's more yet to do here. Oh, she's not there anymore. She died. Okay. Do I still have those warp boots that I found, or did I drop those? Because we might go under 20 magic points in this area. No, I've still got them, so we're still good. Once we're up at the top here. Don't let that guy poison me. Or that guy. Alright, now we need to go through this dungeon. There's a great troll room at the very end of this cave that has a game mechanic that, if it weren't for this one room, would never ever come into play. Like, you'd never notice it. And I don't know the way through this cave, so we might just get lost. They just want to make sure that you remember that you have the Sword of Wind. They just want you to know, like, remember that you own this thing. Don't worry, we're not going to do any level grinding in this cave. We do have one more level grinding session ahead of us, but it'll go real fast. Thanks to the warrior ring. This room right here, I love it. So when you hit a small slime with lightning, they turn into a big slime, which is not something you would ever do, because why would you go back to the first areas of the game with the Sword of Thunder? You wouldn't, right? So they put that one room there to make sure you at least get to see that mechanic once. Alright, last thing we need to do is warp back to Swan. Just because it's pretty close to where we want to go next. Back through the checkpoint. And down south to the cave that we spent all that time in getting the power ring. We have the Psycho Shield now. It's the best shield in the game, so kind of... I don't think we'll take damage from projectiles from common monsters anymore, ever. So if we had come out of the exit of Goa, we would have come out through that hallway there. Instead... we're going... oh no! This is wrong. You come out of Goa and into the desert, and then you've got to fly across part of the desert over here. To get into this cave is the next path. Yes, yes, yes. And there is an NPC on this map here. If you turn into Stom and talk to his rabbit here, he gives you a pendant that allows you to recharge magic points by just standing still. We're not going to need that. We have so many magic rings. So many. The scorpions in this cave are worth enormous amounts of experience, and we are going to farm them, buddy. Back and forth until we have level 16. That's the max level. We need to be 15 to fight the next boss, and we need to be 16 to fight all the bosses after that. And with the warrior ring, this just goes so quick. Alternatively, you could take the warrior ring to the turtle cave outside of Evil Spirit Island. That's another very fast place to level up. If you wanted to do that before you get the flight spell. You can't reach these scorpions without the flight spell. Like, if you're just having trouble with the bosses, you just think some more hit points or magic points would help a lot. Turtle Place is a great spot for leveling up. The spread on the Sword of Thunder means you don't even have to aim properly, just mash the button. We're almost level 15. There's 15. Now we just need 50,000 to get to 16, and we're good. I don't actually have to exit the dungeon to respawn the guys. No, they come back regardless. I probably just have to go a few steps out of the way. I'm not exactly sure how this monster spawning in Crystalis works. I probably shouldn't speculate without without actually having the knowledge to drop. So we could go fight the next boss now, but you might as well, if you do, you just have to come back here anyway to do this grinding. So you just might as well get it all out of the way, right? And usually what we would do is spend $4,000 a pop in the town of Sahara, which we just passed through to get to this cave, on magic rings. But, I mean, I think we're good. I think we're set, honestly, on the magic rings. So we'll just win the game with Fat Bank, I suppose. $20,000 more experience and we can be done here. You do not want to fight the monsters in the last couple dungeons if you can at all avoid it. Like, just seriously, it's not something you ever want to do. Much better to do the farming in this cave first. For one thing, we can get slimed by some of the monsters. And slime, if you don't have a Fruit of Repun to deal with it, I don't think you can cast Recover, because you're a slime. The only other way to deal with it, I've learned, is you can leave the map that you're on, and you will be healed when you go to the next map, like through a map transition, right? That's that. Level 16. But some of these maps are enormous, and the map transitions are all really far away. So yeah, we'll just hit the inn. Drop one last save. And on we go. Into the last areas of the game. Into the pyramid and beyond. So first things first, just fly into the pyramid. And I think I know the way through the pyramid now. I used to get lost in this dungeon all the time, but I think I understand now how it all fits together. Ouch. Ouch. Excuse me? Okay, so. I'm going to go ahead and refresh first. Put flight back on. Okay, so pyramid loops, like all the staircases, if you find one, loop to the other side of the map. Like right now we're on the right-hand side of the map, and we want all the staircases loop to the left side. So I think what we need to do is just find the spot on the map in the middle that has a staircase. And there it is. And then this is the fight room. Okay, so we're gonna put the power ring back on now. And refresh. Charge up. And here is Emperor Dragon. You should only take 2 of these. Beautiful. Get the best armor in the game. Talk to Azteca again. He gives us a bow. And we're on our way. Psycho armor is good, and now we just fly on up here. I think it's just right along this wall here. No, not quite. Right here. Into this back door. So let's go ahead and use up the refresh. That's fine. So now we need to equip some bows. A bow of sun and bow of moon in the next section. I actually don't want to keep refresh equipped here yet. We are going to just use a magic ring before the next boss fight, instead of going back to Sahara and staying at the inn. So these lion statues here, one has a sun, one has a moon. So we'll destroy the statue of the moon. Ow! I'm not supposed to take a hit here, my goodness. That's fine. Okay, let's pop the magic ring. And I believe we get a refill anyway after this next boss. Do we just want to go straight at the middle here? No. I don't know if we want to go left or right. We definitely don't want to get hit by these guys like fire rings. because that will nooper us. It'll turn us into a little slime monster. And that's not good for anybody. I think we just go straight at the middle here, I believe. Past the moths? Yeah, this looks right. And this should curve around to the final staircase, which leads to Dragon again. But... I can't do nothing about it. Just run. Just not even run, just squidge along. Oh, well, I mean... Alright. Alright. Alright, it's fine. There you go. I can't get squidged again. Oh, the platform died. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. That's what happened if you get slimed. It's not fun. So let's not do that again. Let's use flight correctly through this area. We might end up using a second magic ring in here, actually. I think 3 is enough to get me through the final dungeon, though, so it's fine. Just fly all the way past here. Yes, just like this. Alright, now. Let's put the power bracelet back on. Refresh. We need the Bow of Truth. We should only have to hit him with 2 storm bracelets. Here in Orangeville. So as soon as he opens his belly is his weak point. Ooh, he's coming for me. He's charging at me. There he goes. Yeah, these lasers here, I think I've tried to use barrier on before, and they don't work. I am going to need a magic ring here. Because we just got absolutely torn up by his lasers. Yeah, those lasers can't be barriered. There's kind of a safe spot right in the middle of them, if you can get there, but there's so much sprite overload on the screen. So I'm convinced sometimes his projectiles just vanish, and they can still hit you even though they're not on screen anymore because of the sprite overload. Alright, let's not waste the next storm bracelet. I like how we changed the explosion to a watery one there at the very end. And now, we move on. Yeah, we did get a heal. Yeah, we're going to keep the storm bracelet. We're going to keep refresh. We're going to keep a power ring. And here on the floating tower, the final dungeon of Crystalis. And what we need to do here is load up. We need these blue guys. Come on. This way. This way, buddy. Come on, man. These guys aren't blue. These are brown. Their cousins later are blue. There are blue guys. How many brown guys do we miss? Just the one? Whatever. You get a storm bracelet all to yourself then, buddy. We got plenty of magic rings. We should be fine. Yeah, now the blue guys are going to come stomping out. 2 of them are going to go stomping off the wrong direction, though, because why would they want to get stacked up with all the blue guys, right? They're actually more purplish than blue. They're like white with purple highlights. Come on, I need you over here. What do you... Okay, fine. Oh, wow, I got him. I thought they took 2 storm bracelets with power ring on. Maybe it depends how many are on screen. Yeah, because it killed one of them, but not the other 3 right there. Kind of strange. Okay, so... on each level of the tower, you have to kill all the brown guys to get the blue guys to spawn, then kill all the blue guys in order to open up the next layer of the tower. As we take down all of the brown tower sentries. Is that it? Just the 2 of them? Alright, fair enough. There's another one. You don't deserve Storm Bracelet. Of course, now I do need to use a magic ring. You guys are going just entirely the wrong way. I guess this is fine. I'm trying to keep them kind of centered on the screen so they don't get knocked off the side where they can't take any more damage. I actually don't know how expensive Storm Bracelet is. Each one of these blasts 40 magic points or 60 or something? You could also do this with the Warrior Ring and just kind of push everything constantly around. But that does take a bit longer. We have more than enough magic rings to go around. You, though, got real sick of you real quick. I want to go to the edge over here. Yeah, I do have an extra magic ring. I guess it doesn't... Like, conserving resources really doesn't matter at this point. Worst case scenario, I fall back on using the Warrior Ring. It just takes a little longer is all. Oh, you're the last one anyway. I need you guys to come with me. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. This should be the last batch. Them lag strats, though. Woo! Alright, we'll head up to the final level of the tower, where at long last we will finally meet up with Messia in the actual flesh. And we will use all 4 of our swords together to combine into Crystalis, the final sword. And now I'm going to just use my last magic ring. And we have to destroy the central computer of the flying tower. Which we can do by standing in this spot right here. And when it opens its eyes... Ooh, not in front of its lasers. Where's my... Oh, I didn't have refresh equipped. That's what happened. Look, there's a safe-ish spot. Yeah, right about there. I mean, with the power ring, it only takes a few seconds anyway. And yeah, bring this computer down. And at long last, kids... at long last, I don't know, what did that take? 2-3 hours? That brings us to the end of Crystalis. I'm really glad I came back and revisited this game for the channel. A vanilla run of Crystalis is always time well spent. It's just a cool game to pick up every so often. And I think I'm going to wait until the Crystalis randomizer gets a major update. I know that a major update's in the works. That's going to iron some stuff out. Maybe add more randomization options. We'll have to see what it looks like. But I think that randomizer has a lot of promise. And if I continue playing it, and the next update really wows me, I'm going to do... And you'll see more Crystalis on the channel. I'm going to put the randomizer up. This is one of my favorite NES games from back in the day, which is why it was like the second or third NES game that I actually Let's Played on the channel way, way back when. And I don't want to make a concentrated effort to like redo every old Let's Play I've ever done. Like, I don't think that's called for, but some of the games that I picked early on in my career because of how important they are to me as games deserve a series that isn't just me finding my bearing on YouTube anymore. Like, now I actually have a style, I know what to talk about. I know how I want to present the games. I don't have to be married to a silly gimmick. So Crystalis was one I had to come back to, and I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that you all watched it with me. And there are other games in this vein that I do need to get to. I will... I'm going to take another swing, I think, sometime later this year. I'm going to take another swing at Soul Blazer, which is kind of the same area of gaming as Crystalis. So you guys have that to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Shoutouts to D. Thiessen for sponsoring this video. If you liked the video and you want to see more, please tickle my thumb, leave a friendly comment, and ring my little bell.